Here's 4 skills that I've learned that help me find success in day trading. Let's get into it. First is knowing how to scan. I need to know how to find my plays. There's tons of strategies and styles out there, but me personally, I like to trade gaps, so that requires me to put together a list of gapping stocks every morning before the market opens. Now there's plenty of scanners out there that can easily do this for me, but it's my job to be able to analyze and sort them to my favorites. That's why I scan through all the gaps in the pre-market every morning in order to set an agenda for the day. I'm preparing myself to know which ones I like for the open, or maybe just to watch for later. I'm not just rolling out of bed into the market whenever I want and expecting to fall on a winning trade. And depending on the season, I can easily get over 100 gaps to watch, which is why I like to have a lot of screen real estate. Now, I'm not saying it's completely necessary. I know there's traders out there that can trade a handful of stocks or just the ETFs, but with me, anything goes, which is why I like to have a lot of thumbnail charts I can populate my gaps list with so that I can easily scan through them throughout the day. I also use it to scan my entire stock universe where I'll find gaps I might have missed or non-gapping stocks that are moving a lot during the day, which is how I find a lot of my climactic setups. I probably scan through literally hundreds and even thousands of charts every day, which at the start was a bit overwhelming, but as I got more familiar with my setups, I got faster and more comfortable doing it. My stock universe has about 2,500 stocks in it, and I can scan through the entire list and pick out the ones I like in about 5 minutes. How do I scan so fast? Well, if I were to describe it, imagine instead of charts, these were pictures of people's faces. And if I were to look for a clown, I don't need to check each individual face. I can just quickly skim through until I spot the clown. If I were to look at 100 faces at a time, I can probably get through all 2,500 or 25 pages of that fairly quickly and point out the clowns. And it's because I'm so familiar with what a normal face looks like and what a clown face looks like, right? Same thing with these charts. I've done this so many times, scanning through hundreds of charts every day, that I've gotten it down to that point. So know how to scan. Number 2, pick the right play. You're probably thinking, no shit, pick the right play. But when I say pick the right play, it doesn't mean a winning trade. I can pick the wrong play and still end up making money, but that's not a strategy. That's called getting lucky. And it's nice to get lucky sometimes, but that's not what I'm trying to build my business on. What I mean by picking the right play is that it's part of a strategy I trade and know has an edge. It's a trade that checks all the boxes of my trading criteria that I can repeat over time. It's about being disciplined and not settling for lower quality setups or chasing trades or getting in too late or too early or revenge trading. It's about following my trading plan and not breaking the rules I know that can hurt me. And yes, you can pick the right play and still end up losing because nothing is 100% guaranteed, which I'm fine with because I know in the long run, when I total everything up, I'm profitable. But I'm also trying to minimize the losers, which brings me to number 3, and that's managing my trades. So once I know how to pick the right play, I need to know how to manage that play. Now this topic can be a very long discussion, but just an overview, the purpose of this is to try to maximize the winners and minimize the losers. I know it's very easy to say and difficult to do, but there is a way. Just like how I have a trading plan, I can make a management plan, which is basically a step-by-step guide of how to manage my trades. It all starts from checking all of my trades on something like an Excel sheet, writing down where I got in, where I got out, and at the end of each day, see what I could have done better to either mitigate the loss or make more profit on each of my trades. And over time, after a large enough sample size, it'll expose why I'm getting out too early or too late, and from there I can create a plan for managing my trades that fits my style. For example, let's say I like to trade buy setups, and every time it goes in my favor, the second it starts to pull back before it even gets to my target is where I notice I'm exiting the trade. But per my tracking, it shows that most of the time my plays continues higher and actually gets to my target, so I should be making a lot more than I am. Now I can put it in my management plan to only raise my stop on a higher pivot until it hits my target, where then I'll lock in my profits. So this will keep me from getting out randomly because I know per my tracking that based on the trades I'm taking, that this will produce better results. And not only that, but it also takes out the emotional aspect of managing my trades. I don't need to sweat or think about what I should do. All the instructions are written down for me, so there's less decision making and random trading, and everything is part of a system now. And I'm always trying to refine my management by also back testing alternative managements and seeing if that's any better. So now what I'm doing is creating a system that is maximizing my profits and minimizing my losses. And yes, this can be very time consuming, especially when I'm taking a lot of trades, but this has only made me a better trader because it also helps me get a better feel for the market environment by seeing what's working or not, which is the fourth and last, adapting to the market. Now, I've already made a video on this specific topic that goes deeper into it, which I'll link on the screen, but basically I need to be able to adapt to the market. It may be because there's divergence in the market or the trends changing or low volatility. Doesn't matter why, What matters is that I'm capable of being aware of it and making the necessary adjustments. Because what happens if I don't is I may build up a nice profit when the strategies are working nicely, the sun is out, the birds are singing. But if I continue to do them when they're not, trying to force the trades to work, then I'm just going to end up giving everything back. It's like snowboarding during winter at the best ski resort and the softest snow, and trying to do the same thing during summer when it's all dirt, rock, and grass. I'm not gonna have the same experience, and I'll probably end up hurting myself. So maybe during that time, it's better to switch to mountain biking instead. This is why I like to know multiple strategies so that I can make these type of adjustments. And I can tell what's working or not just by spending time in the market, tracking my trades, working on my management, and just reviewing at the end of each day. It's like a rookie coming into the NBA. Everything is gonna feel new to him. He's gonna have to guard Steph Curry for the first time or drive in for a layup against Giannis, and know firsthand just how much my Lakers suck right now. But over time, playing against the same guys and getting more familiar with the different arenas and the environment, he'll be able to make better adjustments depending on who he's playing. It just takes experience and self-development. So just to recap, once I know how to scan for my plays, know how to pick the right plays that meets my trading criteria, and know how to manage those plays where I try to maximize the winners and minimize the losers, while constantly making adjustments to the market conditions, doing this day in and day out, has helped me become a profitable trader. And the cool part is these 4 skills covers the psychology aspect of trading because I'm trading more systematically than emotionally. I don't have to make any random decisions throughout the day. I have a plan for everything. I just need to be disciplined and follow it. So I hope this was helpful. Please make sure to hit that like button if it was. As always, I appreciate you for being here, and I hope to see you on the next one.